Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EURUSD. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody guys, let's take a look again on the euro currency. So situation yesterday has become a bit more clear than it was in the beginning of the session. At least market has chosen the direction. So despite that the yields of the treasury bonds have increased yesterday and they are coming to the next top, but yesterday investors mostly were focused on the manufacturing data from the European Union, the production and strength of the industry. So that was the major driving factor. As that data was really very good, so you can see that the euro currency has moved slightly higher. Still, on the daily chart, market has not reached yet the top. It's 25.36 is the top, and we have multiple grabbers have been formed here. This grabber, that one, and yesterday as well. It means that today we should get some spike up. What kind of spike it will be, difficult to say. Maybe it will be just nervous spike on the volatility on the non-farm payrolls release when the market just grabbed the stops and then dropped if numbers will be good. Or if numbers will be poor, euro currency indeed could continue to move higher. But technically, the analysis based on Judd Napoli suggests that since this is the directional patterns and all these grabbers suggest the same target, they suggest the taking out of this top, it means this somehow this upward action should happen. Whether it will be just temporal, very short term, or it will be real breakout, we do not know yet, but the leg should be this really very big chance that this will happen. Speaking on non-farm payrolls, guys, Reuters poll suggests that investors suggest that this will be somehow somewhere around 180,000. So that will be an average value of the expectation. So if you are trading the data releases, you could keep in mind this number and act depending on what real numbers will be. So on average, this should be 180,000. What we have on the intraday charts. On the intraday chart, guys, since we are speaking about the possible upward continuation here, there are two patterns that we have. The first one is the butterfly. This suggests action to the 125.90 approximately. And 25.90, as you can see, it stands below the daily overbought, because daily overbought stands approximately slightly even higher than 126. So market easily could reach this area. It will be close to the daily overbought, but this is acceptable. It's not will be the breaking of the overbought area. For the weekly chart, this market stands at the overbought there as well. It will be not really significant action, so just the 40, 50 pips above this top. This will be nothing for a weekly chart. So also on the butterfly, we have inner A, B, C bottom pattern. This market already has hit the OP target. It's 25 to 20. Now it stands a minor retracement. So according to the Judd Napoli framework, since we have the bullish trend here in the bullish directional pattern, you could use this minor retracement for taking the long position, at least theoretically based on the patterns that we have. ABCD XOP target stands also very close to the butterfly and 26.06. So almost we could say that the 126 will be the target. And XOP also stands below the daily overbought. So both of them could be reached today. It will depend on the numbers that we will get. I think that market also will be a bit skewed in favor of pushing market higher. So I think that the overreaction will stand on the slightly worse numbers. So for example, if we will get 175 and 170 and maybe 160,000, the reaction, negative reaction, will be stronger rather than positive reaction if we will get the 200,000. This is just a bit skew in the sentiment of the market, because you can see reaction yesterday on the European data, and market investors right now want to put bets on the euro currency. That's why any even minor negative numbers, slightly less than expected, could become a really strong driving factor for the euro. So there's some kind of the overreactions more sensitivity to the negative result on non-farm payroll release rather than sensitivity to the positive result. So keep in mind this. That's why even 170,000 could push your current significantly higher, at least to complete this target. What we have also on the hourly. On the hourly chart, guys, actually we have guardrails triple to sell. So I'm not sure that we should take a bet on it, because just based on the situation that we have on the daily chart. But at the same time, this guardrails triple to sell could trigger minor retracement, and it already stands on the way. So consider this minor reaction is falling on the completion of this AB equals CD target, and this guardrails triple to sell. So it will be completed if market will show action somewhere to 24.67, 24.65 maybe, retest these lows as this top, and it's also be kind of the 3-8 retracement of this leg. Following Judd Napoli rules, so daily hourly trend has turned bearish. So you could try to use the first retracement to the 3-8 support, trying to take the long position in advantage of this rally that we could get on the non-farm payroll release. How to close this position? Well, this will be different. Another question, because what you should do first of all is to put stops to the break-even as soon as possible. So you will take a long position, market stance, upward action, move your stop to the breakout, and then watch the movie. What will happen? And see what numbers will be. If numbers will be slightly lower than expected, you could keep it, because I think, as I said, reaction by the euro on this will be stronger. And don't forget that here we have a lot of stops. If market will grab them, they will bring more fuel to the market, as this will be the buying stops, and they push price higher. That could lead your currency to complete this 4-hour time frame targets around 126. Easily could happen. So that's approximately the strategy that we could get. If numbers will be better than trying to close as soon as possible, somewhere around the previous stops, so maybe some washing prints will happen, trying to take the profit on this volatility, on the spike, on the expectation, and speculators very often shakes the market before the data. So will be also the solution. But with having the stop at the break-even, this will be not really a big problem. So that is for those who would like to take the bet on today's non-farm payroll release and who is ready to trade market on in this situation. For others, guys, if you are searching chance to go short, I think this opportunity could happen as soon as this butterfly could be completed on the 4-hour time frame chart, because the market stands at the monthly strong weekly resistance. It will be a really problem for market to continue upward action. So if even non-farm payrolls will be not very good and market will complete this butterfly, that could be a really good chance to go short. So opportunity will come, but definitely not right now. Right now is, in fact, if you will take position short right now, you will be trading against the technical context that we have. We have the bullish directional patterns on the daily, and overall price actions break out of the trend line here. So definitely market is tending to the upside, and investors are watching for high levels here by the technical picture. Only very good numbers could probably stop this action and push your currency lower, but even in this case, some occasional spikes, volatility around the data release, really still could wash out the stops. So grabbers anyway could be completed. Although it will be very fast, and I'm not sure that we will be able to react on this, just to close the position, make some action, but it definitely could be. So that's what we see right now on your accounts, and let's see what data we will get.